It's a sunny, breezy Monday in September, Netarts Bay, Tillamook County, North Oregon coast. There was not a boat trailer in the lot, not a boat on the bay. We had it to ourselves, and I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. We'd heard the crabbing had been excellent, so why wasn't anyone crabbing? And we are the only trailer in the lot. It is Monday, and it's supposed to be windy today. The deepest part of this shallow bay is along the road on the left. We can put our pots down in about 18 or 20 feet of water there. The boat launch itself is sheltered from northwest winds by a headland, but once we get out into the bay, we begin to feel the breeze. We can legally put out 3 pots each, but space on the boat limits our total to 4. Today, that will be more than enough. I forgot to bring the depth finder today, but we know where the channel is. There goes pot number 1. The incoming tide current and the breeze move the boat quickly far enough away to toss over number 2. We prefer using chicken for bait rather than fish parts. The crab like both, but the seals don't like chicken. This round crab pot does not have doors. It's surrounded by soft screen. The crabs can push their way through the gap, but then it springs back into place and they can't get back out. And now, pot number 4. Oregon isn't particular about what you use for a float, but it does have to be marked with your name and other identification. Definitely breezy today. Perfect day for sailing. It's not yet slack tide, but the current is easing. Crabs are more active at slack tide because they don't have to fight the current. We put down the anchor, sit back and relax for 20 or 30 minutes, maybe a little longer, and then we'll go pull the pots and see what we have. It's nice how you get behind that headland up there. Get the boat behind that headland and we don't have wind. We amuse ourselves by throwing bits of potato chips to the seagulls. They don't like them. They pick them up and spit them out. I don't know how birds taste things with a beak, but I guess they do. Here's the first bird to perch on this boat. Can't believe we are the only boat on Netarts Bay. Underwater videos by other YouTubers show the crabs come to the bait very quickly. You don't have to wait an hour or all afternoon. 20 or 30 minutes is usually plenty. Okay, where did I put the gauges? I know there are at least 2 crab gauges on this boat somewhere. Females and obviously undersized males go back into the water immediately. Back in the water it goes, and it's on to the next one. There are lots of females in this one, but lots of males too. Legal and firm. Female. Female. Ah, here's a large one. Female. Yes, I know, it's much easier with gloves, but first you have to remember to bring gloves. No gloves in here. This one is plenty big enough, but it's still too soft. Male, but too small. Don't even have to measure it. Another female. I try to remember to look around now and then to make sure we're not drifting onto the rocks. I hope I remember to put gloves on the boat next time we come out for crabs. This one is not as firm as I would like for it to be, but I'm not the only one with a vote. This last one in the pot does not want to let go. It's big enough I don't have to measure, and just firm enough. There's a short break in the action while we head for the next pot. I'm almost relieved that it's not full. This one does not want to let go, but that's okay for now. There are other crabs in the pot. The broad abdominal flap identifies this one as female. The one that won't let go is male. This one is just barely legal, but the shell is hard. It's a good one. This one even tries to climb out of the bucket. One of the last three is a keeper. The other two go back into the bay. We haven't been out here long, but this is the second pull of the first pot. We have more than enough crab to last us quite a while. Hey, look, our friend's back. The bay is getting choppier, but the day is warm, so we don't mind a little bit of salt spray in our faces. In the second pot too, only a few, but we haven't left them down very long either. Too small. This one is hard enough, but not big enough. And on to number 3. We both missed that one, so we made a lazy turn to come at it again from downwind. This time I used my gaff to pick it up. Every time we go crabbing, we recognize that we need to make a hook to pick up the ropes, and every time we get home, I forget. Another good haul. And so it went, sorting crabs, throwing back the soft ones to female and the too small, and keeping the firm legal males. Then on to the next one. Female. Another female. I definitely need to keep gloves on the boat. Lots of females in this pot. I set the pot aside to give her time to relax and let go. This is by far our best day crabbing in Oregon ever. I didn't have a copy of the regulations on the boat, and I could not remember what our limit was. Either 6 or 12. If it was 6, we'd throw back the smallest when we got to the dock. I'm a recent convert to smartphones, but I have to admit they do come in handy. What is the limit of Dungeness crabs per person per day in Oregon?
It's 12, males only. 5 3/4 inches minimum size. The daily limit for red rock crab is 24 of any size or sex.
Thank you. Good, we're not over the limit. We don't have to start throwing things back. Oh boy, look at that. We don't have 24, do we? No. We don't know how many, we just know they're fewer than our limit, which would be 24. There were 21 crabs, more than we could boil at one time, even using 2 pots. So, 2 sessions, 2 pots, 20 minutes boiling in seawater. We boiled crabs in fresh water just once. They were almost tasteless. There's 4. 7. $11. 21 crabs. After they've boiled for 20 minutes, I cool them off with fresh water before cleaning them inside. Okay, take these inside, dump them in the sink. Come back for the rest in a few minutes. Okay, alarm's going to go off in a couple of minutes. Close enough. $21. 3 shy of the limit of 12 each, and far more than we can eat, which is why we invited neighbors to come over tomorrow evening. We're here till 7:30, well past my supper time. And I'm too tired to eat. We ate crabs with our neighbors the next night, sent them home with a bowl full, and Narita and I ate nothing but crab for the next 2 nights.